south in Historia? Was that a marriage ceremony? And there were a whole bunch of shepherds there too!
It looked like it took place at the shrine church in Pendrago. And that was Maltellus's crest.
Was his prime lord Maltellus?
Please excuse me for a moment.
Uh-oh, she took off. Almost like you were picking on her.
We didn't mean for her to leave.
I know.
Well, either way, the bottom line is it looks like our boy Maltellus is wrapped up in this somehow.
Yeah. For that many shepherds to exist at once, you'd need a power on par with the 5 lords.
Yeah, but let's leave the speculation at that for now.
So long as we're gabbing about it, Lailah's stuck in there.
Oops, sorry, I forgot.
Quite surprising. A shepherd in an age like this.
I think you've surprised us!
My name is Saray, and you are?
I am Syndra, Shepherd Saray. Are you the Seraph of Lastenbell? I once was, yes.
Can we ask you to give your blessing again? There's no seraph enshrined at the sanctuary in Lastenbell, and strange things are happening.
That's of no relation to blessings. Because I have used the bells in the belfry as my vessel.
I see. So the sanctuary in Lastenbell is nothing more than a figurehead.
In any case, it is no longer my concern. I no longer have the capacity to understand humans. Please, leave me be. May we ask you what happened? I'm sorry.
We can't force her to talk.
But something's up. We should do some research.
You're right. Let's go ask people in Lastenbell. They may know something.
We cannot... Avoid this battle. It's a 9-headed serpent. This will be tough.
So it has 9 heads? Where?
Take a gander at the bottom.
Ew! Its legs are like snakes!
Too close! Rate of fire!
I'll settle this!
Straight away! Pillars of flame! Electronic light! Crimson flame! May it burn your soul! Fire! Breakthrough! Scorch valley!
Here goes! Spirit cleansing!
Elixir, here goes! Too close!
Earth!
Rate of fire! Scorch valley! Purify flames!
Earth! Aim fire!
Shattered delivery! Predatory flame! Fire! Crimson flame! May it burn your soul! Fire! Looks like we win!
I've prepared some gel.
Looks like this Margaret or whatever might know something.
But wasn't she bullied, though? I have a bad feeling about this.
Saray, why don't we take a rest at the inn?
Good idea. That's Margaret's home besides. Not a lot of clues to her whereabouts.
We know something bad happened.
Maybe Syndra and Margaret had already known each other from before.
So you think Margaret had such strong resonance that she could talk to Seraphim?
Yeah, it's like they were once friends, but
Something happened.
yeah.
All the more reason we need to find and talk with Margaret.
A little girl can't have gone that far away. Let's look for her tomorrow around the city.
A scream?
Right outside!
It's a Rougarou, a Hellion that goes berserk when the moon is out.
Could it be behind the... Huh? It's kinda weak.
Oh! A wolf monster!
She has resonance too? Dang.
Really?
Damn right.
I can smell herbs nearby. What's this?
There's two of them? And
It's eating its own kind?
You cannot... Avoid this battle!
Lailah, is this a Rougarou as well?
No, this is a Hellion breed wolf. It's a beast turned Hellion.
It's agile, but open for attack after it moves.
Rampaging Giant! Echo Shot! Rock Winner! Just one shot! Take a shot! Echo Shot! Take this! Come to my side! Rock Satellite! Rising Sun! Come to my side! Rock Satellite! Eat this! Eat this! Iron Turn Rock Winner! Just one shot!
Burning shot! Crimson Frost! Burning Fight! Crimson Flare! May it burn your soul! Amen!
What?
What is going on?
Margaret?
You can tell it's really me, even though my mom said I'm a monster.
Of course. I know you're not a monster.
No, but I became one because me and Wiggs got so angry. Wiggs became a super scary monster all of a sudden, and then killed the people in the city. I got really scared, and so I went to go see my mom to get help, but then my mom...
Don't worry. Your mom is gonna come soon.
Really? I'm so happy.
Syndra. I sensed the presence of Hellions, and also a bit of nostalgia.
I can hear Syndra's voice. Wakes, let's go to the bells. Syndra will be waiting for us.
Margaret. I could have stopped this if I hadn't run away.
Syndra.
All Margaret said was that there isn't a seraph enshrined in the sanctuary.
I see. And so that must have been what led to the bullying.
Yes. In the midst of the intensifying clash between countries, the Church has been disciplining their believers more strictly. It's gotten to a point where they've started to act hostile towards anyone else with conflicting values and beliefs, even if it is just some child's nonsense.
So that's the reason why you left, out of utter disgust with humans.
Shepherd Saray, please, could you give me just one more chance to protect the city?
I'd like to, but that city is still...
But she's willing to do it, right?
Yes. I won't have people speak of my friend as a liar.
I've always thought that having resonance was a good thing, but I guess that's not always true.
Once you can see with it, your world is never the same again. Depending on how you take it in, you could change for the worse.
It's all up to the user whether they use it for good or evil.
Everyone's got their own values.
But different values bring conflict amongst the people.
Humans and Seraphim effectively live in different worlds. No wonder it's hard to live in harmony with each other.
It's the same for shepherds and humans.
What's important is having the capacity to accept each other's differences.
Right. We're separate beings in the end, after all. Besides, resonance has nothing to do with this anyways. Those bullies are at fault. Agil, find anything interesting?
Sure did, boss. Remember how you were looking for iris gems?
Earth and Historia! Did you find one?
We did, but we were a little late.
Someone besides Saray wants them?
The guy that brought it is a priest who's studying archaeology.
Archaeology? Is he studying ruins?
I'm not really sure, but he has published several books.
Oh man, that's awesome!
I'm interested in his writing.
Could you try to stay on topic for once?
And who's this researcher?
As far as I know, he went to the Litwurg Bearwoods near Plitzerback wetland for some research.
That's pretty dangerous.
Though I do understand how he feels.
I'm a bit worried. Let's go.
gives me the creeps. It's like something's going to pop out. Did I scare you?
No, I just have a bad feeling is all.
Are there any herbs around here?
Saray, over there!
The culprit's inside the church!
The killer? Why did he go into the church? Are they dead?
This is not death, but salvation, good Seraph. I have purified the evil.
He heard my voice?
Why so surprised? You were the one who showed me the way in my dreams, time and time again. That the world's salvation was my sworn duty.
You call this salvation? This is massacre!
The blame rests on them. They could not admit their own weakness. Instead, they would blame their own country, the knights, even the church for their own blasted misfortune. Such disgusting vermin. What would you call their illness, if not malevolence?
Are you serious?
Quite, I assure you. This world is so hopelessly smitten with malevolence. If I do not dispose of the evil ones, there can be no future. It may seem cruel, I know, but it must be done. That is my sworn duty.
Lailah, is he?
No, he's not a Hellion.
Father Amathor, you are under arrest for mass murder.
You assume I can be bound with the laws of man? How foolish. But then again, who could blame you? I am all too aware that your brother was killed by Cardinal Fortin in an attempt to fight her. He must have been but a weakling who could do nothing but blame his misfortunes on the church. And oh, you poor soul, who's been working so hard to atone for his sins, your heart is truly worthy of salvation.
How dare you!
Enough, Saray. What he says isn't far from the truth.
Of course it isn't. Please, confide in me what troubles you. After all, it is my duty to save lost lambs like yourself.
Saray, Seraphim, I beg of you, please, don't abandon us humans.
Wow! I never knew there were once so many shepherds, all using their purification powers on Hellions. So the question is, why and how did they disappear?
What do you think?
If the existence of so many shepherds depended on Mautellus, then when Mautellus disappeared, so did all of them.
Isn't it too early to jump to conclusions?
Well, what other possibilities are there?
Maybe humans abandon their faith in Seraphim to the extent that shepherds just cease to exist.
Who knows? Maybe a monster crawled out of the ground and gobbled them all up.
Maybe only people like Saray can be shepherds, and there's just fewer nice guys in the world these days.
Huh. So there's plenty of other possibilities. I guess that means we have to keep collecting information.
Yes, if you do that, you will surely arrive at your answer.
I think I understand where I got that weird feeling from. I couldn't sense any murderous intent behind this incident.
Didn't that priest refer to killing as purifying?
Guess he's dedicated to his cause. He really believes he's saving the world.
And that's exactly why he had neither built up malevolence nor became a Hellion. That's more disturbing than anything.
How could his sense of righteousness become so distorted? Didn't he say that a seraph showed him the way in his dreams? That's probably what caused this.
Something so formless.
Something formless? Like an illusion?
Maybe Misty is behind all this.
Even if Simone did have a hand in it, that's not enough to make him atone for what he's done. No matter what the reason, killing is a sin. For him to be able to kill without even realizing that means he's just like a monster.
Weak ones, crazy ones, strong ones. There's all kinds of types out there.
Yes, but there are people like Sergei as well.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I made it!
That smell! Is it herbs? Is that an herb? smell herbs nearby. Mechanical... For the whole... Let's do this! A Goblin Lord! Which means...
That is totally awesome at riding that thing!
Figured you'd say that.
Earthborn! Strong as the earth! Behold, raging ruin! Earth revolution!
Right! Echo Shock Rock Winner! Fight the way! This is for everyone!
Spring forth! Run out!
Just one shot! Keep it tight!
Smash! Are you ready?
Sweet dreams! Rising Sun! Echo Shock Rock Winner! Fight the way!
Crystal Tower! Burrowing Ground! Shining Forth!
Don't push yourself, Lailah!
Run out!
Take this! Just one shot! Keep it tight!
Smash! Spectaciana!
Be gone!
Burn away!
Rampaging Giant!
Burrowing Crescent!
So, did you regret making Saray a shepherd?
Saray is an admirable shepherd. How could I?
Do you think he can win against Heldalf and Mautellus?
Tell us! Shall I read your palms? Oh, you have girl trouble!
So it was that easy to tell, huh?
Boom! Earth and Historia! That was killer, Lailah. You were in perfect harmony.
Man, I'm actually a bit jealous.
Yeah. Compared to him, you've still got a long way to go. Lailah, I wish I could go on a journey like that with you.
Saray. Excuse you, Saray.
Huh?
Yes. This journey now is every bit as enjoyable as it was back then. Thanks to everyone here.
Are there any herbs around here? I wonder who that archaeologist could be.
got the same interests as you, right? He must be a weirdo.
Probably. By which I mean absolutely.
You guys are so mean.
Stand! Hold back!
The neck is fine, right?
Welcome, Medusa again!
She's a similar type of Hellion, but it's actually Steno.
We need to watch her petrifying attacks, right?
There are limited ways to prevent petrification.
If you aren't wearing preventive equipment, just try guarding.
Can you keep up? Come to my wings! Swarm the sky! Zesteria! Can you keep up? Come to my wings! Swarm the sky! Zesteria!
My soul burns, and when presence of lightning, this is your end!
Can you keep up? Come to my wings! Swarm the sky! Zesteria!
So much malevolence!
I believed in you! I threw everything away for you! Why? Why?
Saray, Purifier!
How could you? How could you choose her over me?
Oh, shoot!
If you're not confident, don't go after her. You'll just get yourself killed.
Saray,
What's done is done. Let's go investigate the village.
Yes, there may be survivors that need our help.
What just happened?
it was like people in his family just died.
Looks like it. Pretty much all of them, one after another.
It couldn't have been coincidence. Were they murdered?